The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Our two quarterbacks in this one certainly have a history together. They finished 1-2 in the Heisman voting in 2018 with Murray getting the award. But it was Tua who got the last laugh when his Crimson Tide beat Murray's Sooners 45-34 on their way to a national championship. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And 12 at the 2-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From his own end zone now, it's Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Third and long, Murray from his end zone. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
1st and 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Breida. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Two and now, 3rd and goal. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, Frontman, or you want those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they try the right side here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Taken down.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those divisions. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
The extra point.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Dolphins 14. Cardinals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Dolphin 1st down.
17-0 our score after 1.
Dolphins 17. Cardinals nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams.
Complete to number 18.
Preston Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Dolphins 24. Cardinals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Murray. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And now off to the races, down the right side.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 51's a mic. 51's.
To throw again, Murray. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Slice, 97.
Check tight.
Blue striker.
Check 3.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The Dolphins ball carrier.
Now, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space, and make sure he's touching it because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Let's go. Go set.
Play action. Now it's Tua. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun now for Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Push him back.
They run again with Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think
blitz coming, and down he goes.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be Murray out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Come on, dude. 51. Shift.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
That's good.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Go. Mike, come back.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
In on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
51. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike,
Operating from the gun, Murray finds the open target, Arnold. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Now here we go on fourth down with Murray. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go counter with Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
On the carry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
He was brought down by...
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, a run from Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 4 down.
From the gun, Murray. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals claw one back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Makes the score.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to pass. Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Eluding the pressure right. And shedding his... And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Matt Hawk now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Peterson. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
24-yard line.
51 to Mike, 51. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Switch. Check 31. Check 31.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Get up. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
For Andy Isabella.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Watch the pass. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Quit talking about it.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On fourth down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went in here, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 5. First down, Miami.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you